All right, let's talk about LangChain. It's the most popular open-source framework out there for building really powerful AI applications. And if you've ever wondered what turns a basic chatbot into a truly intelligent system, well, you're about to find out.
We all know how amazing models like GPT-4, Claude, and Gemini are, right? I mean, they can write poetry, spit out code, answer some incredibly complex questions. But for all that power, they have some pretty big limitations that really hold them back in the real world.
And this is the absolute core of the problem we're digging into today. You see, by themselves, LLMs are stateless. They forget your conversation the moment it's over. They're also totally disconnected. They can't see your private data, they can't browse the web for live info, and they definitely can't interact with other software.
So let's really dive into this. These limitations are a huge deal. Just try to imagine building a customer support bot that forgets your name with every single message. Or what about an analysis tool that can't even read the PDF you want it to analyze? That's the challenge you're up against with a standalone LLM.
And this just lays it all out, plain and simple. On one side, you have the base model. It's isolated, it's forgetful. But on the other side, an application built with LangChain, that's a whole different story. It transforms that simple chatbot into an intelligent agent that can actually remember things, access specific knowledge, and take action in the digital world.
So what exactly is LangChain, and how does it pull off this amazing transformation? It's not another language model, that's for sure. It's something much more fundamental. Let's break down this really elegant solution.
In the simplest terms, LangChain is the glue. Yep, that's the best way to think about it. It's the framework that connects all the different pieces together. It takes a super powerful but isolated LLM and hooks it up with memory, your specific data, and outside tools. And just like that, it becomes a dynamic, interactive, and genuinely useful system.
Now, LangChain's real power comes from its modular design. So let's look at the three most critical building blocks that give an application the ability to think and act. We're talking about chains, tools, and agents.
First up, we've got chains. The best way to think of a chain is like an assembly line for the AI's thought process. It makes sure that all the tasks get done in the right order. So a chain could, for example, first go retrieve a document, then summarize it, and finally translate that summary all in one smooth operation.
Next are tools. Tools are what give the LLM hands and eyes to interact with the world outside of its training data. A tool could be a simple Google search to check today's weather, a query to your company's database for the latest sales figures, or even an API call to book a flight. They're what breaks the LLM out of its static knowledge box.
Okay, and this is where the magic really happens. Agents. They use the LLM not just to generate text, but as a reasoning engine. You give an agent a complex goal, and it can figure out on its own that it first needs to search the web, then query a database, and then use a calculator tool to get the final answer. This completely changes how we use software. We're moving from giving specific commands to just stating a goal. It's a huge shift.
So, how do all these parts, chains, tools, and agents, actually build into a practical workflow? We've talked about the components. Now let's see how they all come together with a simple, real-world example.
Okay, so imagine asking your app, hey, summarize our quarterly report. First, LangChain connects to a vector database, which is just a special kind of database that stores your report so the AI can easily search it. It finds the most relevant paragraphs, and then, and this is key, it combines your question with that specific text. Only then does it go to the LLM to generate the summary. The result? A highly specific and actually useful answer.
And look, this powerful workflow isn't just some cool theory. It's the engine behind a whole new generation of AI-native applications that are being used across tons of industries right now.
And the applications are just incredible. We're talking about chatbots that actually remember your entire conversation history. We're talking about Q&A systems that can answer detailed questions about thousands of pages of internal company documents, and even autonomous agents that can handle multi-step tasks like planning a whole trip for you. LangChain is the framework that's making all of this a reality.
Now, of course, LangChain isn't the only framework out there, but when you stack it up against the others, its strengths become really clear. You know, while a framework like Llama Index is fantastic for document retrieval, LangChain really stands out for its sheer versatility, its powerful agent capabilities, and its absolutely massive ecosystem. That's what makes it the go-to choice for so many developers.
So where is all this headed? Well, LangChain is evolving fast. It's moving beyond just being a library of code, and it's really transforming into a full-fledged platform for building and deploying these intelligent systems.
The future is all about creating even more sophisticated applications.
Think about multiple AI agents all collaborating on a single task, or complex workflows that can loop and self-correct using new tools like LangGraph. The whole roadmap is focused on building more complex, collaborative, and observable AI systems that can reason and act together.
Ultimately, if there's one thing you should take away from all this, it's this quote right here. LangChain isn't just another tool, it's a fundamental shift in how we build intelligent software. It provides the structure, the connections, and the reasoning. It's basically become the operating system for large language models.
By providing these essential building blocks, LangChain has totally unlocked a new way of developing applications. So the question isn't if we can build intelligent agents that interact with our world anymore. The real question is, what problems are we going to solve with them first? Thanks so much for joining this explainer.